A health scare led a grandfather to make a healthy choice that would make a huge difference in his life and the lives of so many others. Our February recipient of the Jefferson Award for Multiplying Good is using his voice in ways many people can't ignore. Steve Barnhart is a grandfather from Illinois who moved to Indy 2 years ago to be closer to his kids and his grandchildren. A family man with a great smile and a big heart. But there was a problem with his heart.
I was kind of forced into an early retirement due to a heart condition.
A health scare that would actually serve as a gateway to a greater purpose.
It makes you think about life, how you're going to spend your time, what you're going to do, that kind of thing.
Unable to work and in a new place with much more time on his hands, Steve wasted no time finding his new purpose.
I was walking my dog then there in Fountain Square area, and I walked by this blue house that had obviously been converted into some type of an agency, and it said CHIP.
Steve had stumbled upon the Coalition for Homelessness Intervention and Prevention. He gave the agency a call.
They said, hey, if you want to volunteer with us, let us know. And this was the part that really struck me too, that said, let us know how you want to volunteer.
It was a call that would give him a chance to make a difference.
I have this experience with podcasting. Is there any way that might be of assistance with your mission? And sure enough, a couple weeks later, they got back to me and said,
this is an excellent idea. Let's make something of this talent, right? And use this to tell the story of our community.
Scott Sheehan volunteers at CHIP and has watched what started as Steve's desire to be part of something in some way blossom into a unique platform celebrating those trying to end homelessness.
So
kind of like the first stop.
Exactly.
That's the idea.
Yes.
Not necessarily to stay there.
No.
But that's the first stop to get connected with the particular help that's needed.
Together with another staff member at CHIP, Steve helped develop a podcast called Homeward Indy that profiles people from across the city helping those experiencing homelessness.
They're learning about the day-to-day struggles, right? The day-to-day challenges and the day-to-day joys.
Tell me about how you coped with that, with all that transition. What interests do you have that helped you through that, or were there particular people?
Part of my mission with the podcast from the very beginning was to honor the people that are doing that work. We always want to hear about what they do, but I'm also very interested in why they do it, what motivates them, what keeps them going.
25 episodes in, Steve's fellow volunteers recognize he is bringing a fresh perspective as he tells the story of the city.
And it's being told with a level of intimacy, right, that I think is very unique, right, and enables insight into the passion and the calling of the individuals that work in this space.
Scott nominated Steve for the Jefferson Award for Multiplying Good, since Steve is using his time and his voice to celebrate unsung heroes.
Congratulations for winning the Jefferson Award for Multiplying Good.
Oh,
this is for you. This is for you. It'll be waiting for you here when you get back.
Well, Steve was enjoying some downtime in a warmer state when we presented him with the award. But his big, healing heart still exudes humility as he accepts an award meant to celebrate unsung heroes lifting up their communities.
I have just met some of the best people of our community in doing these interviews with folks. I mean, they are just outstanding people. And that has brought me more joy probably than I could ever give to them.
And we are glad to hear it. Steve says that his heart rhythm issue reminds him that life can literally change in a heartbeat. He is receiving treatment for the issue and is feeling better these days. You can search for and listen to his podcast, Homeward Indy, on your phone, or you can click the link in this story at WRTV.com.